Shamara.
What's going on YouTube?
Washington.
This is Martin for here once again. Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Martin for here once again. I know I've missed, I think only one episode of this show that we didn't talk about. And that's because y'all, Love and Hip Hop, I was really looking forward to this particular season. And just as it was going on, I just found myself being less and less excited about each episode. I would usually forget that the episode was even coming on that night. And so it just, I just didn't care much about it. And I know that's bad because I wanted to try to, keep doing it just for the continuity of it, but child, I couldn't. And I'm so glad this is the finale. Maybe the reunion will give me some more life. I know that Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is supposed to be coming back. I'm not really sure how excited I am about that. But let's go ahead and talk about this finale. There aren't very many notes because there's only a few things I really want to touch on. What the fuck was that? Sure. I swore I was just seeing. Ooh, collect thyself. Okay. So Trick doesn't want to give Joy a divorce because basically he wants to be petty. And his brand of pettiness is, I can't allow you to be happy with anybody else that's not me. Okay? And I hate when people be like, oh, excuse me, you can't find nobody else better than me. When the relationship between you didn't work out, why would I want to find somebody like you? He said, you ain't gonna find nobody that's gonna love you like me. I hope not, okay? Hopefully it'll be somebody who likes me better and treats me better. So the fact that he's trying to drag his feet with this divorce with Joy just because she's being happy dating somebody else is ridiculous. I'm just like, Trick, baby, let it go. It's over. If she wants to, like, what point is keeping her there? What is the purpose of keeping somebody in a relationship or a situation that they're not happy with you with? Well, how much more can you get out of it if they're not happy? It's pointless. You're not serving yourself. You're just holding her hostage and trying to make her believe that y'all are fine and that y'all so in love. No. If she says she wants to go, and she's been very adamant about the fact that she wants to go, just let her go. I don't know what, they've been trying to get this whole storyline going for the longest. I'm just like, all right. It's not even making no sense at this point, but we just gonna let it ride with it, do what it do. So, Veronica is apparently friends with Young Hollywood now. Now, I swore. Now, my memory is not the greatest. Now, but was she not just reading Amada for working with him last week or the week before, I believe? She saw how fake she was for working with somebody who said these things about her or said these things to her. But yet, she also told you that they worked those things out. They were able to communicate and move past that. But yet now, you're friends with him? And you don't believe that that's fake? And then on top of that, Hollywood, I have to look at you cross-eyed too because you were trying to come for, like, you and Amara just made up. But now, you coming at her because, oh, it was unprofessional of her to be fighting at this network event. Well, guess what? This lady that you're sitting next to that's supposedly your friend was fighting her too. So why are you okay with Veronica fighting, but you are reading Amara for fighting? The contradictions. The contradictions. And when JoJo met with Amara, she gave a whole update on the fight or what happened. Steph comes in, again, trying to be this peacemaker. She says she had all the, right intentions on bringing them together, this, that, and the fourth, saying that you don't know the real Veronica and you're playing both sides. I know that you believe that Veronica is this person when she's actually not, this, that, and the fourth. And just so happens that when she's saying that, here comes old Jennifer Lopez wannabe talking smack to JoJo, mainly at this point, trying to say she's, not this millionaire, this, that, and the fourth, blah, blah, blah. Then JoJo is ready. JoJo puts that foot on that bench and was like, I mean, if you were to do this, we about to do this. And Veronica leaps over, and before JoJo could really even do much, Amara hopped on top of that table. Boop 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 bop bop bop. You know, she gave her a little 1-2 hit combo. And well, I don't really know how much of it really connected because security came in and it was all bunched up, so you never really know. But they go on, screaming at each other back and forth in Spanglish. Or but what's crazy is, and I was just listening to this on the Reed podcast and how he read her, and I don't even know how I don't remember what I said now when the episode came on. I feel like I didn't address this. But Veronica feels as though she can identify as a nigga. Now, to her, now we all know, at least those of us with education and common sense know where the slang term nigga originates. We don't need to go into that. Google is right there. But I need Veronica Vega to know that that word is not, you can identify with that word based off of your economic class alone. Okay? She feels like she can consider herself that term because she was raised in a certain urban area. She was brought up around these people. She is Latina, so she's a minority group, considered a minority group. And she just feels like, well, if I'm raised in an urban area around these people and I'm also a minority with these people, then that makes me a nigga too. And no, baby, because guess what? If you stand Amara La Negra and Veronica Vega next to each other and you ask racist people which one of these two is this slang term, none of them are going to point at you, okay? And I guarantee you that if you needed to use the fact that you were of more fair skin to your advantage, you would. You would not claim that term at that point. So the fact that you're trying to claim it and say that somebody should be real, this is another thing, Veronica, baby. So y'all just had this fight, okay, whatever. You're looking at Steph. Now, Amara's already assumed that Steph has chosen Veronica's side, so he's already written her off like, okay, we're not friends, okay, you've chosen your side, bye. But Veronica's looking at Steph and saying that how can you be a real woman but have fake hair? And she was looking at Steph LaCour in that blue lace wig, saying, how can you consider yourself a real woman when you have fake hair, when not only are your roots not that actual blonde color, but you're looking at Steph LaCour in her face while she has this lace wig on. What are you talking about? Show us the real you when nothing... Your confessional is a long braid. But yet in this fight you have a pinup. Which is the truth? What are you talking about? How are you going to call yourself real when you doing the same thing? Veronica, baby. There's no logic in the things that you say. I'm so glad I have to still see you for the reunion. But at least after that, I can't deal with her. Maybe she'll be at the reunion and have some sense. Just maybe she will maybe she'll see herself and be like, you know what? I said some dumb stuff on this season. I was a fool, but I'm here now and I've learned. But that's not going to be her. I just know it. That'd be too good. That'd be way too good. But that really baffled me. But to continue with the baffling, Malik and Jeff, I didn't get to do this or talk about this last week because I didn't see the episode until much later. But that whole explosion of him going off on Jeffrey because he went to Bobby's event, let me tell you something. Malik, I know you tried to make that into this whole big situation, but that was full of hypocrisy within of itself because when Bobby and Jeff were together, okay, you had no problem screwing Jeffrey, going off to dates with him, buying him gifts, doing all this other clearly inappropriate things when he was supposed to be in a relationship. But yet, now that y'all are together, just the fact that he went and breathed the same air as Bobby and gave Bobby a hug. Now you're saying, oh, you want to go back to your ex, be with your ex, this, that, and the fourth. But yet, when he was with Bobby, you had full-blown adult sex with this man. All he did was give Bobby a hug. And you going off like this? Baby, no. You can't do that. That's not how this works, baby. You can't be mad at him when you did the same thing, but worse. I'm telling you, that baffled me. And of course, Malik versus Bobby, that was just entertainment. Like, he was just saying, jump off on this other, come over here, and Bobby was just egging him on, being Bobby, child. And Jeffrey just over the side looking like, watching these two dudes fight over him, and I'm just like, really? To be completely honest with you, all of you are garbage. Every one of you are garbage in their own way. And I'm just like, I'm not sure what it is that you guys are fighting over at this point, because I don't know. It just seems foolish. That whole thing, child. And lastly, Joy and Shay, I was very confused as to why they had an issue until they broke it down and said, okay, I guess Joy was at a club when I guess she saw Shay with Scrappy, and that's why she called her a snitch. But my thing is, how is Joy mentioning to Pleasure P that Shay is a Scrappy snitching when they're not together? They've parted ways, and they've had their words with one another, and they're no longer together. So what relevance does it have if Shay is speaking with Scrappy in the club? What is she snitching about? They're not together. What's there to snitch? So I thought that was dumb. And of course, Shay is about it, though. I think she tossed a drink or whatever that was on the table, and went after Joy. And Joy tried to get a good handle on her. You couldn't really tell, but I know that Joy got a good lock of that weave, though. She sort of shifted that wig to the side just a little bit. But that was it. And then you saw Joy try to run. Now, I'm going to assume that it's because Joy had like a short skirt on to where she couldn't like sprint, because she was running all dainty and stuff trying to get over to where Shay was. I'm like, you going to have to move faster than that. I was agreeing with Shay. She was too slow. But, did I miss anything, child? I don't think I did. Pretty Ricky trying to get their stuff back together. I forgot that Prince and Michelle Pooch were even on the show. They tried to have the little ending thing. Oh, what I will say is that James Arthur song, that Sun Comes Up song they were playing at the end, that's my jam. Shout out to VH1 for using that, because I never thought that I would hear that song on TV. But yeah, you know how the Love and Hip Hop seasons always end off with, this season I learned all about such and such, and I'm just going to do me, and nothing's going to hold me back. You know how they be, child. Anywho, that was the Miami Love and Hip Hop finale. Let me know what y'all think about it. Let me know if I missed anything y'all want to talk about. We'll be here discussing in the comments. And yeah, I'll be back for the reunion. And I am planning on, because I have some off days later this week, I can record, I think just because I haven't recorded as much, I'm going to do 3 Mr. Nightmare Horror Story reactions. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Like, share, subscribe.
Washington, Washington, Washington.